Hello everyone, welcome to G Production and welcome to Manila. In this video I'm gonna give you a short introduction of what I did in Palawan. A 10 days adventure of one of the most beautiful places in the Philippines, one of the most notorious and especially one of the cheapest. So let's go. I flew to Manila first, where I spent the first night, and after that at 4 a.m. I took a flight to Puerto Princesa, the gateway to Palawan. Puerto Princesa is the biggest city in Palawan, but not very interesting, so I recommend spending here not more than a day, just the time to have some local food and find our local motorcycle, which for 400 pesos, something around $7 per day, was a great way to get around. The first day I went to Port Barton, a 3 hours ride under the pouring rain. Port Barton is my favorite place, by the way, in Palawan. A lovely beach town where you can have some of the great seaside and also one of the best swim and a very tranquil atmosphere far from the noise and pollution of El Nido. Here I went to the local reggae bar. Yes, there is a reggae bar basically everywhere in the Philippines as much as in Southeast Asia. I met some local people and after a few drinks I got ready for the day after. Well, it was worth it. It was a long way between flights, delays and so on, but finally, Port Barton. Small piece of paradise here in the Philippines. Let's go for a swim. In program a few adventures. First of all, go see the White Beach, one of the most amazing beaches I ever seen. There was basically no one because the road to get there was quite problematic to say the least, especially if you go with a motorcycle. After that I went to check out a waterfall, which was one of the highlights of this trip because there was basically no one apart that little dog following me. And after that a long swim of more than a kilometer to Starfish Island. I was lucky enough to bring my GoPro and not losing it on the swim. And once on the Starfish Island I felt like a Robinson Crusoe in abandoned island, but there were some people that made it here as well with a kayak and we shared some of our adventures. It was great to be there and enjoy the view and felt so unique in this little stretch of sand far from the land, and I really felt that this is one of the atmospheres you can only feel in the Maldives or Seychelles, but Philippines can offer them as well.
Well, made it to Starfish Island, half an hour swimming, but there are no starfish, so I guess I will have to swim back. Wow. It's like a kilo heavy. That starfish was very useful to be placed on top of the Christmas tree drawn on Starfish Island. Indeed, this day was Christmas Eve 2024. The rain is coming, we should hurry up.
I think we're gonna be together, and the storyline goes forever, and the distances I can see. It's you and me. I'm gone when all the changes in my mind. All the flaws, all the hardest.
My continuous seek for adventure and adrenaline took me to rent a kayak and kayak to the island far on the horizon. A 5.5 kilometer kayak ride that took like 1 hour and 50 minutes to this island in front of Port Barton. It was a very unique atmosphere. The beach, of course, was lovely, and some fishermen town welcomed me. I even had the opportunity to buy a beer there. The kids were amazed by my drone, and I was amazed to feel this atmosphere. Not for very long, because the rain was coming soon, but being there in that specific moment was such a strong and meaningful experience that I will always bring with me in this faraway island. And it's one of these unique experiences that you really need to travel, because you can't really explain it, and just being.
It's you and me.
As I said, it started pouring down on the way back, and unfortunately this time in the Philippines it was very wet. Even though the rainy season was supposed to be over, the raining was still coming daily. And I took the opportunity to settle in Starfish Island. Again, I spent half an hour hoping that the rain would stop, but it didn't, so I had to keep kayaking and throwing the water off board while kayaking until when I made it back to Port Barton. An interesting adventure, worth experiences, even though at some point I felt kind of scary because the rain was so intense that I could not see the horizon and not see where I was going.
My last day in Port Barton. Beautiful place, really a peaceful paradise. If you're someone that likes to go around, do a lot of stuff, maybe 3 days is enough, because there isn't really a lot of stuff you can do here apart like enjoying the background. But if you're someone that likes to sit and enjoy the view and just relax, maybe this is a place for you. Maybe you should just come and live here. But unfortunately, I'm more like the first one, so tomorrow moving forward, going to El Nido, the main attraction, Palawan. Let's see how that looks like. See you there.
Second location of my trip was in El Nido. El Nido is probably the highlight of Palawan, a very busy place with tourist food, experiences and so on. After that I went for a long swim around this peninsula where El Nido is from, and it took me like 1.5 hours swimming, and I got to see some unique landscape and unique corals, even though I must say the corals here are kind of dying, and therefore something should be done to renovate or at least preserve the typicality of El Nido, as over-tourism is really affecting the area here. Many dead corals, and which make me very sad.
I was too tired to keep going. The wind is very strong now, the waves are big, there is still 1 kilometer, so this boat here, they agreed to give me a ride.
Several times in a row, Palawan has been elected world's best island by specialized magazines. With its clear and clean water, its sugar white and sandy beaches, and its abundant wildlife, this is an idyllic island, really a dream location that I highly recommend, despite the big noise and crowded. I was lucky to find a kind of isolated hostel called Gordon's Hostel House. A very nice place run by Gordon, an Ironman former athlete that was helping these kids to become athletes. A very inspirational stories, and I felt like joining them for a training of running and swimming.
The PE class with these boys. Let's go for a aquathlon.
Because Ironman needs a bicycle as well, but those are too expensive down here.
He's not there, right? Yeah. He's not arriving yet. Now we're doing the swimming, 2.5 kilometer run, 1 kilometer swim, but I think they're much faster than me.
Sometimes you make me feel
After sharing my time with Gordon and the local kids, I went for the local experiences like all the tourists around here to do the Tour D. There are 4 tours, A, B, C, D, and they were all overcrowded, so D was the only available. And sometime on that beaches ready to get the tour, I felt like a soldier in Dunkirk and ready to leave the continent because there is so many people in such a tiny beach, but still, that's what everything and that's what everyone comes here to do. Still, it was nice. I went to see a lagoon, I went for some snorkeling, and we had some food on the beach. It was still one of those experiences you have to do. Overall, it cost something like €25 for the whole day, so I recommend you do it. It's very touristic, but it's the only way to see the faraway location on the lagoon, which otherwise you can't get to see, and overall it's cheap because you also get lunch. So the party from El Nido town, each island hopping tour will take you to discover a specific part of the archipelago. You can get the details everywhere else there in El Nido, since this is the main industry. And
this is the lagoon, but let's see it from the drone so you can understand the difference in color. Lunch on the beach. Let's see how that looks like.
My third location was San Vicente, a little fisherman town far from the beaten track. Not many people here. I just came here because it was too far to ride from El Nido to Puerto Princesa. I had the opportunity to enjoy some local food, cook some fish, and go for a swim, of course. However, I would say if you don't have a lot of time, just a week in Palawan, maybe you can skip San Vicente and just move forward.
The famous long beach of Palawan, like 15 kilometers long. So I'm gonna make some fish now. I found this kind of tuna. It's like basically 2 kilos for like $3. Then I thought about buying some veggies and onions. Here we are. This cost $2.
And just move forward to my next location, Sabang, a very famous location which is also on the Filipino peso because of the underground river, a river that goes under the mountain for over 8 kilometers, a great UNESCO attraction that I wasn't lucky enough to do because the weather was not so good. Indeed, if the waves are too big, you can't enter the cave, therefore I had to skip this one. However, the place is very nice, therefore I recommend going Sabang regardless whether you want to do the underground river. There is a waterfall and overall the beach is nice. Just this massive Hilton hotel that takes half of the town is kind of annoying, but you know, they got to make money somehow, and the Philippines is a very poor place. And after that, I had to head back to Puerto Princesa. It was an amazing experience here in Palawan, a true paradise on earth. From the pristine beaches, crystal clear water and lush landscape and vibrant marine life, every moment has been a true treasure. Palawan is not just a destination, it's an experience that awakes your sense of wonder. As we wrap up this adventure, I really hope you enjoyed it, and I really hope that you could get this an inspiration to explore, connect with nature and embrace the beauty of the world around you. Until that, I might see you next time.
This is it from the Philippines. Is worth coming? I don't know. Check the video, watch it one more time, and then comment. For the time being, I got a long ride to Puerto Princesa, Manila, and back to China. See you next time. Got to go now.